So we just gonna let it continuously flow.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. So
How's
we're
that thing
recording.
go?
Straight.
Okay.
It's straight. And then
I zoomed in though, so
here's the selfie stick. Well, actually, we don't.
I'm gonna use this one for the
Okay.
move around.
All right. So it's recording. So just tell here. All right. This is a test. We may use it, but this is just a test to make sure everything is everything. All right. Then you gotta be like, ready, go.
Hold on. And back.
All right. So remember the camera right here. So as you look at me, then you glance at that, like talk to that camera too. All right. All right, y'all. Dirty Weather 916 here with another banger interview. What y'all didn't know is I've been, I had a plan. I was going to start interviewing all the boxers from Sacramento because it's a wide open lane. And Sacramento, they never really gave us a chance when it came to like boxing. So what I got here is one of the greatest boxers from Sacramento. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Tony the Tech Lopez, former three-time world boxing champ.
Former three-time world boxing champ. Y'all heard that? So first off, I want to ask you a question. Like, it's probably one of the most common questions that you get.
Okay.
But how did you get your nickname? Let's start with that.
You know what? I didn't come up with it. Way back in the day, there was big-time wrestling in Sacramento.
Right.
Hank Leonard used to be the announcer for big-time wrestling.
Yeah.
He also did boxing. And
Mm-hmm.
so he was a friend of my brother. My brother was a salad. He was a fighter before I was.
Right.
And he was a pro sack. And Hank Renner knew my brother and the family and the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So we came out my first fight, and then we just said, I think it was my third fight. He didn't tell nobody. He just said, in the blue corner from Sacramento, Tony the Tiger Lopez. And I'm looking around like, oh, okay, that must be me.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me he came up on you with your nickname on the fly?
Yeah, just I heard that at the fight. At first I went, like, cool, where? And I thought, oh, okay, it's me, So
Yeah.
and this stuff I do.
What? So I gotta ask, like, how did you go from? How did you go from Tony the Tiger to any? I kind of remember you. Didn't you have like your own box of Frosted Flakes?
No.
I thought,
No,
man.
that was Foster Flake.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But you know what? We actually tried to. We had attorneys. The
Yeah.
attorneys tried to contact their attorneys and said, we'd like to do a commercial with you guys. And,
Yeah.
because you got Tony the Tiger, Tony the Tiger Zero. And they said no. They said our tiger's real timid, boxing is a dangerous sport, we don't want nothing to do with it. So we said, okay, no big deal, I don't care. So then about 2 days later, they called us back and said, hey, you got to drop the name. You can't use that name. We haven't.
Oh, so you say Tony the Tiger came after? They came after you for what? Copyright infringement?
I guess so, but my lawyer said, well, you just said that they're not doing the same, so we can use the name whatever we want to do. And that they just dropped it from that point.
Okay, okay,
And we never heard from them again. They never heard from us.
okay. All right.
I'd whoop that tiger anyway.
That's right. All right. So that was good. All right. So basically, what you would do is we would pause right here, but we continuously flowing though. So go. All right. So the next question I would have for you is like, where did you grow up? It's obvious you grew up in Sacramento, but what parts of Sacramento did you grow up in?
Okay, I'm going to go way back. Way back at Power and Market on Power and Road.
Power Market.
I was born in that neighborhood across the street by Power and Market. If you're, I'm 60, so if the people that are in their late 50s and 60s remember Power and Market. If not, you don't.
Talking about the over there by 60, 68, 68?
Yeah. And so from there, we moved to Johnson High School, in front of Johnson High School on 69th Street. Then when I was 10, we moved to South Sacramento on 24th and Medical. So I was raised on 24th and Medical. And then, like my brother, we were all raised there, but you know,
Yeah.
my brothers and sisters, they're not like me. I want to be out there. I want to hang out. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
And so, it's kind of like this. Back in the day, it was like this. If you hung out, you probably got in trouble.
Yeah.
If you didn't, you could stay there and live there and be cool and think it's a great place to be. So it all depends on you.
Fun fact, real quick about 24th and Mesa Meadowview.
Yes, sir.
Fun fact.
Hmm.
You ever notice that there's no houses right there across by Ninja Court? Like there's never really been no houses where the field is.
Right.
Because there's a cemetery there.
Really?
Yeah, that's why you never see anything built on there except when the Asians were like planting their crops and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you never seen it because there's bodies right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. You mean to tell me I was there for 50 years? My mom's the new guy that I belong to.
Yeah.
So we've been there for, let's say, 40 years.
Yeah.
And I never knew this.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been digging some stuff up.
Do you remember the beacon that used to be across the street?
The gas station?
The gas station?
Yeah, I do.
Remember that little hoops?
Yeah,
That thing came
yeah,
out the ground.
yeah.
They were there for years after the gas station was gone.
Really?
And then what about the Value Village? I mean the market.
Value Village.
Harvest Market or something that was right there too.
Where?
On 24th and Meadow.
24th Avenue is Farmers Market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then I remember hearing like there was a skating ring over there too.
Really? Okay, I got one for you. Here's Meadowview. Here's
I was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Otherwise, it'll be too long. Okay, here we go. Stop.
Okay. Here's Meadowview.
Mm-hmm.
Here's 24th and Meadowview. That's the park.
Right.
On the Farmers Market was, on the side of Farmers Market, there was a church
Mm-hmm.
and there was a bar next to Farmers Market. Here's Farmers Market. There's a bar here.
Yeah.
Around the corner there was a church. Now watch this. I'm 10, 11 years old. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I'm walking by. They're always singing. There's a black church and they're always singing. I thought that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So one day, because I'm by myself, and I think, okay, well, I hear people singing, so I get in there, I stand around. It was cool because everybody was just so nice.
You're not gonna tell me you got in there and started singing, are you?
Well, no, I wasn't singing because I didn't know any words, but if I was having fun, I was in the groove and I was having fun. It was just a good beat. It was and then when I left, it was just a good thing. It's the passing of the time.
Okay. So, as far as like growing up in South Sacramento, you had I did my research a little bit. I heard that you had like brothers, like your brothers are like a real part of the community too. Like they grow up. Are you able to speak on like what it was like growing up with your siblings and stuff like that?
Watch this. My dad used to box. My brother in the boxing because my brother was getting picked on at school.
Yeah.
No one ever picked on me. I was always fighting anyway. I've been fighting since kindergarten. And so I picked it up in kindergarten and I liked it. So, but my dad never wanted none of us to fight.
Right.
So, but my brother kept getting beat up or picked on. And so my dad said, you got to go to the gym. So he took me down to the gym off Stockton Boulevard, Capital Boxing Gym. And then Jerry Jacobs was my brother's trainer.
Yeah.
I was 8 years old and I was fighting. And then Jerry would take my brother to the gym. He picked us up.
You been in the gym since 8 years old?
No. Because my dad said I was too young.
Oh, okay.
So he said I'd wait till 10. So when I was 10 years old, again, I was fighting in the street, and Jerry was going by to take my brother to the gym, and he goes, hey, man, you want to fight? And I go, yeah, I thought he wanted to watch.
Yeah.
So I go, yeah, man, I was getting ready to start talking to him. I thought I had an audience, right?
Yeah.
He goes, jump in the car. And at the time, he had I think it was a Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped in a Volkswagen, went to the gym, and never stopped going. And there it was.
Pause. Okay. So, all right, man. So we back. Are you recording or streaming?
Recording.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, the next question I want to ask is, Powell Gym, like the transition from there, like Powell Gym was a pivotal thing in the community for the kids to go to box. I remember I even played for Powell softball in one.
Yeah.
What was it like coming up in the 80s going through Powell Gym?
Well, you know what? I remember the Powell Gym was on 3rd and P, the first time it opened, the first place it opened.
Yeah.
And Otis Grimble was the one who started that up. He was an officer from Sacramento City, and he was the first one who opened it up. And Otis was a good dude, man. He had a Micah Hyde, he was another officer. They used to come in and train all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And us kids out, you know, we always talk about tough and all of that, you know? And as we grew up, we would train with these cops all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to know them, they get to know you, you talk smack to them, they talk smack to you.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody's just kids, you know what I mean? And then as we were growing up, they used to help me get ready for fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they wanted to spar, we'd go in there, we were kids, I mean, they were adults and we were kids. And so as kids, you want to knock them out, you know.
Oh, so you guys was fighting the police?
Oh, yeah, we were sparring all the time.
Oh, man.
You know, they were helping us and we were helping them.
Yeah.
You know, and it worked out really well. And then, you know, and I've always been a pal, even for my world championship fights, I trained at pal.
Yeah.
It was always in a different location, but it was still pal.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really good thing for the community to have a
When did you know that you was gonna, like some people already know, I'm about to be the greatest fan since Muhammad. Like, did you already know that you was destined for greatness at a young age?
No, but I knew what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there was a guy in the gym who came to the gym all the time. His name was Brooklyn Bill Muller.
Say that again?
Brooklyn Bill Muller.
Brooklyn Bill, that sounds like a brawler name.
Yeah, and you know what? I guess he fought Rocky Graciano way back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was a fighter back in the day. He was an old guy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he always seen me train. I always trained hard.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did. And he always talked to me every day. Man, you know, one day he's gonna be a champ. One day he's gonna do this. One day he's gonna do that. And you know, I always talked to him because he was a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started coming over to the house with, you know, my parents, and, you know, because everybody got to know him, you know. Boxing here is a community, like,
Yeah.
Everybody knows each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody gets along. Every once in a while, everybody gets a fight, somebody gets a fight, but they get over it, you know. Primary River buildings, what you do.
Primary River, build me a bridge and get over it.
That's
That's right.
You know, and so that's what the gym is. It's a family.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like your brother says, you get matched with brother and sister. Same thing.
Yeah.
But we always, you know, find the love, come back and work together. And that's what the gym's all about.
So when would you say you had your professional fight? Your first professional fight?
What year? When?
What?
Oh, it was in 1983.
83, your first professional fight. How'd you do?
I think I knocked the guy out in the first or second round.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that do to a person when your first fight, you knock a person out?
Well, you know what? I'm just saying this. I'm not a cocky guy at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm funny. I think I'm funny. I like to talk smack and, you know, have a good time. I don't pick on people. I don't do any of that. I don't start the fight. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do any of that. I like people. I like to be around people. I like to have fun. I like to be around funny people. So I talk about things.
Yeah.
You know, but I only talk back to the people that I'm with.
Yeah.
You know, I don't leave my circle and talk back to other people. I just stay in my circle.
Yeah.
You know,
So you gotta have thick skin if you're gonna be around.
pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because, you know, I'm an old man. You
Yeah.
know, but this old man has been talking back his whole life. So I got a lot of stuff registered in the back of my brain, you know.
You know, being from Sacramento, we all grew up doing this. And what communities did you grow up with in Sacramento in its entirety?
Well, so my age today,
Yeah.
Paul. Okay. Ready? Go.
I know people, honestly, it's no kidding, because boxing has did this for me.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have a lot of weird kids. You know, 24th Amendment was the neighborhood back in the day. It wasn't the neighborhood to live in. It was a neighborhood to watch out for. But you know, it was a house for us. You know, and so, but we did okay. You know, we didn't do the extra stuff because we didn't have extra money.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, we were young. Okay, by standards, good.
Yeah.
But as kids, we didn't know. Because, you know, we always had food and taste. Well, you know, we had rice and beans. And we always had dinner. We always had food and taste. So my dad always worked hard. My mom always worked hard. I always worked hard. I've been working since like a boy. I mean, watch this. I do Sacramento green sheet. You ever heard of that paper?
Sacramento green sheet?
Green sheet?
I only know Sacramento Union and the Beat.
Watch it. Sacramento green sheet is a green paper, newspaper.
Right.
It came out, I think Wednesday. I was 8 years old when I was doing that thing.
Sacramento Green Sheets. That's history for y'all.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I delivered that for a while. The guy never paid me or paid me one thing. So I guess, I think it was back in the day, like it was $5 a week. I don't remember.
Wow.
But you know, but back then, $5 bought you a lot of stuff. You know, and so I just quit one day, got another job, and that's it. I don't like even today. I own a plumbing business. I don't play. People say, man, why you? Because that's I like it. I'm gonna keep this. I like doing things. I don't want to work for somebody. Well, I don't actually say that because I mean, if it's a party that's fun, I'll do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? But if it's for me, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. So, what high school did you go to?
Burbank.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tigers.
Yes, sir.
I went to Burbank too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What year?
93 to 97.
See, I graduated in 80.
Oh man, you know. Oh.
Yeah, I am, dude.
You want to switch up? So you have 20 more questions to go because it's going on.
Hold on.
Let's see how long. I don't want to mess that up. What's the clock say? How long have you been on StreamYard?
Yeah, no, we good. We good. We'll switch up. I'm gonna switch up the view. Alright, let's try that. Man, alright, we're going to full screen view now. Okay. Michael Sims sound familiar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Two-time junior lightweight, Rocky Lockridge,
Lockridge, 88.
88.
Yeah.
And you had a Bell Bonds movie before. Bell Bonds before.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go to this. We want to hit everything like when he was young. The stories that people know about, like Otis Griffin, like he was juiced when he heard I was going to interview you. Because he literally said, like, if without no Tony, like, there'd be no me. He gave you that much accolades.
Right.
And everybody talks about you in the sense of you were the connection between the old generation and the new. Like, you're the link. So you can't get past that without telling the story that everybody wants to know about Horatio Garcia. You gotta know about that story, because it's a classic.
Okay. But I don't even know the story. What's the story you talking about? I got a story.
The story where the youngster called you out and you put a demonstration down on it. He called you out, tried to old man you, and he was like, okay, all right, let's put these on. Let me show you something.
I don't remember.
Wow.
No, what? Okay. People that know me? No, I don't remember anything. They know I don't. What? If people want me to show up, people that know me, they'll call me. Every day that week, call me. And then that day, they'll call me twice. Make sure I'm going. Because they know me. Because, and I don't really think, I think it's a little bit bossy, a little bit of, we're getting older, a little bit of, I have a million things on my plate, I don't write everything down. So I do pretty good for not everything down.
I mean, they say they got that, what's that called, the thing in the football players, when they hit their head a lot?
Ring your bell?
Yeah, what they think. They made a movie about it. 12 seconds. But anyhow.
But like that football player that got.
Yeah, Junior Seau. Junior Seau killed himself just so they can have his brain to do research about what the damage of the brain and getting hit too many times or collisions too many times.
Yeah. Okay. Just get out there. I'm not killing myself. Really, I'm good. I'll live with it.
I think it's GLE or something like that.
Bye. Just 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I'll do smaller clips. So we talk about like the Muhammad Ali thing. Says that like what happened to Muhammad Ali again?
No. Well, no, because I hope you remember fighting Julio Cesar Chavez.
Who?
Julio. I will.
No, I'm kidding.
He said.
All right, here you go.
All right, so let's talk Julio Caesar Chavez.
Who?
Julio Caesar Chavez, the boxer.
I know him. I met him before. I'm not kidding. No, I know.
He's killing me, Smalls. But that's me, hands down. I can't name anybody got a better record than he. A longer, extensive record than Julio Caesar.
No, he's got the record to beat, I guess, right? You're right about that. But you know what? Watch this. What? Everybody knows me. I ain't got a lie to kick it. I will. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll apologize. I'll argue. If I think I'm right, I'll argue till the time. If you prove me wrong, I'll apologize. And I'll back out. You know, because I'm a man like this. You know, so I just call it, right? Like when I went to fight shop with Mexico.
Oh, you fought in Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, I just share. You know what? Watch it. When you train at that level, when you're fighting at that level,
yeah.
you know, it doesn't matter per se, not what it doesn't to me. I'm gonna get enough trying to fight him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you're 5-10 pounds overweight and I'm more than ready, you know what? I could kill that. You know, I really don't care. To this day, guys, and Chavez, if you're watching this, you know and I know that you never made that way. We don't know what you weigh that way. And let me tell you something. I don't care. You can bother me then, don't bother me now.
So how did it turn out?
Well, I got cut in the second round. I've had the fight before me on that card. The guy took 20 stitches to his eye. I've had like 12 here. I've had 11 here. I've never had a fight stop on a cut until I went to Mexico. I got 2 stitches over here that he hit me up in the second round after the bell rang. The bell went ding, ow. Gave me opened up a little 2-stitch cut.
Right after the bell?
After the bell.
It was over?
When it was over.
Oh, so it was a late
punch. Right, watch it. So no one said anything. The ref didn't say nothing. No one said a word. So when I went down to Mexico, I told my TV that was my problem because I told him what I was going to do. You know, I could Spanish. So they asked me, hey, what do you do? What do you got? I said, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to box for 10 rounds. Well, 11th, 12th round, championship round. I'm knocking him up in the last 2 rounds. And someone said, what if you're not sure? I said, you know what? We're gonna fight. I'm not gonna get knocked out running, that's for sure. I said, but one of us is gonna get knocked out, it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be him. And I said, so 2 months I was there. You know? So
so you trained in Mexico too?
Oh yeah, I was running I could when I first got there, I couldn't run 100 yards. There was so thin.
Yeah.
But it was great training. It was unreal. I don't know, when they stopped the fight over that stupid 2-stitch cut, you know what round they stopped it in? The 10th.
They stopped it in the 10th?
Yeah.
So you got to go 10 rounds with one of the greatest fighters ever.
And watch this. I was ready to go to war for the last 2 rounds. I was more than
ready.
Dude, go and that's on YouTube. Check it out. Then watch.
I'll make sure we get some footage.
He never did anything to me that reminded me of Bobby.
You catch him in his prime? You caught him in his prime?
Yeah, he was still
like, oh, yeah.
About 94. You know?
Oh.
I'm just talking.
Okay, so let's talk running for mayor. Let's talk running for mayor. Like, no, before we go that, let's talk about what Sacramento as a city means to you. Because there's such thing as Sacramento pride. And for a while, a lot of people were like, I wasn't going to say ashamed, but they didn't want to rep Sacramento as a whole. Like, they would rep their area, but not Sacramento. You put Sacramento on your back at a young age. So, looking at the state of Sacramento now, like, how do you feel? Like, do you still have that sense of pride?
Yeah, because it's still Sacramento. I love it. You know, has it changed? Of course it has. Has it gotten worse? It ain't got no better. You know, could there things be changed? Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. I ran for mayor of Sacramento. You know, and I did that because the mayor, one of the guys that was running for mayor, is it's just the politicians. Remember back in the day, you don't want politicians anymore?
Yeah.
Well, neither do I.
Mhm.
So, you know, they're there to make money.
What year did you run?
2016?
Oh, that wasn't that long ago.
2 terms ago. Well, 2.
That wasn't that long ago.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So you had a whole mission statement and everything. Like, what were you gonna attack? Say when they voted you in?
Oh, dude, I watch this. It's easy. First of all, I was gonna take care of it. It's almost really was still in you know, was a big thing back then.
Yeah.
I had a house. I had a house affordable. More, I can tell you what, I scared the crap out of Steinberg and that other lady.
Oh,
You know, because I had a way. I showed them the way I'm gonna solve the problem. And you know what? But watch this. People really don't understand the homeless community. All those really hard to say, oh, the poor, and I agree to some of that. You know, but a lot of that community, I want to grab myself.
Yeah.
I deal with that community a lot.
Are you still on the company?
Yeah, but we don't really do nothing with it anymore. The state's trying to get rid of it. And
Yeah.
They're doing a pretty good job. And so, of getting rid of them. And so, because crime's
He
crazy.
said, hold on. He said the state is doing a good job. Oh, wait, they're doing a good job, like getting rid of crime.
No, they're getting a good job getting rid of bail bonds, so crime can get even worse.
Yeah, I saw something about that where they wanted to just get rid of bail altogether. That's
Yeah,
it.
because they're nuts. Well, watch. Here's what's crazy. And people really don't get it. You know, these guys are behind big walls, got armed guards. All these people here. You know, but they don't want me to use these things. You know, wait. Why don't you hang out with us? You know, how many times have you seen the mayor of Sacramento in Sacramento hanging out?
The only one I really was Kevin Johnson.
Okay, and he hung out once in a while. That was Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
See, but he actually did a few things for Sacramento. You know, Kevin Johnson, he did.
Yeah,
He
Kevin.
did okay.
When was the first time you met Kevin Johnson?
I love it. Years ago. Yeah, a long time.
Was it before he was mayor?
Oh yeah.
You've been with a lot of celebrities from Sacramento because it was hard to get out of Sacramento once upon a time.
Yeah, you know what? Sac has a what? When I was fighting for my first world title in '88, here's the problem with Sacramento. It's the same problem today as in 1988.
Wow.
There was a news anchor guy. He was a newspaper guy. I'll think his name in a second. But he said Sacramento has growing pains because I was a new world champion. I'm the first Northern California world champion in history.
What did you? Well, I mean, I'm gonna cut you off. But before we come back, I gotta know who you beat for the championship.
Rocky Lock.
Rocky Lock.
It was the first one. And then, so I had just won that one. Ben Sweezy was interviewed.
Ben Sweezy.
Ben Sweezy, Sacramento Beach. And he says,
The 4 minutes.
Ben Sweezy. Charles Senior Lightweight. Well Blind, Sweet Caesar, Kyle, Rapper. All right, the next we're gonna talk a little bit about boxing itself.
you know, they might be using it.
We good. Okay. We still rolling, so. All right, so I'm gonna run some boxing questions by you. Just tell me like the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. So earlier I heard you explain the boxing fracture. I had my first boxing fracture when I was in 8th grade, and it caused me to have to get surgery and get pins put in my wrist so it could be put back straight. And as you can see, it healed funky and everything. So as a kid, we don't really know technique when it comes to boxing and throwing a punch. So what would you tell this 8th grader that was trying to punch somebody's lights out of both his hands? What did he do wrong?
He just his hand open. Well, not open, it wasn't tight. You got tight in your fist. And even though you keep your hand tight, you might be swinging, but your hand's not tight. You got tight before you hit it.
Right.
And
So in slow motion, how would it look?
Kind of just like that.
So, bam.
Turn, yeah, because you want to turn it. you want to turn that, so that's what you cut it.
Mm.
Because you turn it, it does this, and you touch it at the end, it turns.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You learn something every day.
So, I like with boxing. Another thing, like another bone I broke because not properly knowing how to throw a punch is my thumb.
Oh yeah.
Because it was out. I guess it was
Yeah.
just out there like
Yeah.
And so when I punched, like my thumb went all the way back. I double doing it in both of them. Actually, both of them. But what did I do wrong here?
You didn't touch it. You touch it.
Tuck my
You
thumb.
probably punch like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the worst thing. Yeah. You know what? I have kids that come in here and do that too. First thing I count, tuck it in. First thing I count, before you throw punch.
Tuck it in. Under.
No, over.
Over. Like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Mhm. So I heard you saying the other day about a puncher versus a pure boxer. You know the difference?
Yeah. What do you want to know first?
Like the difference, like a puncher is a what is this difference?
What is a puncher do?
Yeah.
Puncher is Mike Tyson. Puncher is a broken hand. Puncher is pure sheer challenge. A puncher doesn't move around. A puncher comes at, I'm a puncher.
Yeah.
Bell rings, let's fight. And, you know, we rock,
Yeah.
we like to fight. A boxer
Mm-hmm.
is methodical thinking. Now watch. Sugar Leonard, Muhammad Ali, a boxer. A lot more boxers. And there's a lot of other boxers, but those are the ones that stand out so I can explain it to you.
Yeah.
You know, they move, those funny, give you different angles, they use the jab a lot, they move the head a lot, they do all that stuff. And watch, when a fighter boxes a boxer, you know, you be a boxer as a fighter,
Yeah.
you get that boxer to fight. Because a boxer can box, but most boxers can't fight. Most boxers can't fight. Just like a fighter. Fighters fight because they can't box.
And box.
Boxing is a lot of work. It's more work than fighting.
So I've been watching this guy lately. I watched his record, which was pretty impressive. Prince Hassim.
No,
What is Prince Hassim? Is he a puncher or a boxer?
you know, he could be considered a little bit of both. And those are good fighters. You know, you have, there's a lot of boxer punches. Watch, I could box. I never did because I never had to.
Yeah.
And I don't want to because it's a lot of work. It's too much work to do. You know?
Would you compare like a boxer's mind in the ring, like a Floyd Mayweather, to like a football quarterback that has like a computer going on in their mind while they're in the midst of the action?
You know, I guess so, yeah. You know, because you have to see a million things. I would assume a boxer, that's all I need to see.
Yeah.
A boxer, to me, sees a lot more than his eyes are wide open, you know. His vision of seeing is a little bit wider, you know. So, yeah, I would say, so, yeah, that's a good
Okay.
way.
All right. So then the next thing would be we would want to move over there. She's gonna record. She's gonna like you got a quick like tutorial that you could do with like a punching bag. Because
Sure.
what way I'm gonna do it is when people punch the bag wrong and they roll their wrists.
Oh, yeah.
So this is gonna be a quick segment of what not to do when they're punching the punching bag, and it's gonna go like attached onto the. So then we don't even need to. Well, we can turn this around just for. Uh,
In my back pocket?
yeah. Let me make sure it's going.
Put in the back pocket?
Yeah. You want to try to bring it as close as you can?
Yeah, I got it.
We just do it with this right.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is equivalent of a punch on the undergrad. This is equivalent. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go.
Okay, not yet. Alright.
Sorry. I got you first.
Oh, yeah, right, huh? There you go. That's right. Yeah, you know what? My wife says a lot of stuff. She goes, "Tell me." Not every day, but yeah, she likes to go.
That's what's up.
Hey, check this out. She didn't say what's going on. She started out with a problem.
Hey, he said, Taylor.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, but what she
No, she got on me once in my life. It seemed like I wasn't including her. She got on me and let me know, like, I'm your hot next. I ain't arguing. All right, so ready? All right, so one thing about pressing the pressure bag, the problem that I had early on, not that I'm not I'm just an average fighter, but when I would punch the heavy bag, it would mess my wrist up. It would mess my wrist up. And what I noticed, there's a proper way to punch the bag. So if you can, like, explain to me, like, the proper way to hit the bag without hurting your wrist.
Well, okay, slow motion, how did you punch?
Hey, that's straight.
Well, that's kind of, that's the thing. Yeah, that's kind of right. I'm here. What it is, I don't know. Because I turn, I push, I pivot, I push weight behind. If I punch hard. But, you know, I think the thing is, you just got to keep the tight fit. Watch. All my whole career, my trainer taught me deep shoulders, tight fit. So you can have that pop. You gotta have that pop. You don't have that pop, that's that snap. So it makes the head do that. If you hit specifically to that, if you have that snap, it makes you do this. And you do that, and you do this, you do this. You pick it up, you pick it up.
So what's that? That's a combo, of course. So what's the one? Is that 1-2 or one?
You know, that would be a left uppercut right hook.
Uppercut right hook.
Left uppercut right hook.
All right, so
it would be here and here. Because all you're doing is lifting up, making it into a block.
Yeah.
You're taking it out. So you lift it up, you take it out.
All right, so I don't know nothing about boxing, so you're teaching me the right way to do it. So let's see, my stance would be here.
Okay?
So up and across.
Pretty much.
Up, across.
Yeah. But when you go up, don't lift the chin. Because you right on everybody. Here, pretty close.
So you got to
Keep your head down. Keep your chin down. Yeah. And always look at your opponent.
always look at it. So when your chin is down, you're still looking
Oh yeah, you look right at his eyes. When you think, like if you and you were fighting, and we're boxing, and you take your hands off, and you're getting hit. Because I know you're not paying attention.
Okay, so lately, I know we all saw that in Vontae Davis fight. We all saw that. Explain the dynamics of the body shot, because I believe that the body shot goes from practicing on the head.
Yeah, body shot. Well, watch this. Watch what you come from here. Well, but I'm only 5'7", so it's the tall for me. But actually, it's good for a body shot. Body back. Sideways, sideways, so you sit there, it's just not, my collar comes from my leg, so it means you're afraid I would drop, I'm gonna drop, behind them, fight.
Okay, so explain like what happens when somebody is hit with a clear body shot? What happens inside?
Well, like, it's a good body shot, you're going down. You ain't getting that. It ain't got to be forward, though. It ain't got to be right here when you're taking your breath in. It ain't got to be. It's probably a good body shot.
So what happens when you hit Ryan Garcia? What happens?
What probably maybe Willard, that's the word. Because he hit him, boom, and then it didn't do nothing to him for 2 seconds. That's the way it is. And all of a sudden, I've never had it done. I've seen it done a million times.
So I mean, like from what I.
It's like a big age, it really is. You get hit and you go, oh.
Your body shuts down.
Yes, your whole body shuts down.
There's a lot of people that saw that fight and it happened so fast they didn't know what happened. He was hit with a magnificent body shot.
You know what's crazy?
Have you ever hit anybody with a body shot or won a fight that way?
No.
This
But when you watch, when you're fighting, you can hear. When you hear with the back, you hear the And you go, okay.
I noticed you said in the middle, you said something to him. He kind of was like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, you felt that?
You know, see, one of your findings is the police. When I was out, nothing really hurt. So watch this. Here's something. If you're a female boxer, you're training one of the if you have a trainer, and you're sparring, and you're doing all this, and you're beating up everybody in the gym, well, guess what? You ain't doing this, you ain't doing stuff, you need to go. You ain't doing stuff, you beating up in the gym. You take it for real. If you want to learn, I've never, well, I'm not saying that, but I normally, almost 98% of my career, I started. That means I went out to Butler for every day. Matter of fact, Bobby Capone, who was a capital champion, was the last 3 years of his career, was the first 3 years of mine. Was in his last of my first. Well, this was his capital champion. Well, my trainer happened to be our trainer. So I started him every day. And here's how my day was. I mean, you got to do the work. And I was a kid, 20 years old, I did my own. And I worked and I trained, I did all the stuff to do that I had to do to survive in boxing, right? In life. So my job, my day started at 4 a.m. I get up, I go run. I come home, I start breakfast, and you know, have a shower, work. Yeah, work at 6 o'clock. 6 to 2:30, often break. That's quick company. I caught this now. Then I was pick, I go rent some food in Sacramento. So he was, and it was my training time. And then I would drive close to Wood the whole day. Then I go follow boxing back then.
That's why you the win. You know, older than you.
You know what? Let me tell you something. This guy, he did so much like this. Dude, he had hands
It was like older.
yeah, but they were like sledgehammers. And if you catch him, that hand, you stuff it up. And so, and I remember one day, we're in his backyard, and I was beat up so bad because I would go back and down. I never knocked him.
You said you beat up so bad.
No, dude, I was beat up. As a matter of fact, I had knocks on my forehead, and the back of my head, and my face, my nose was this wide, my lips were this big, my eyes were huge. I can't not. And one day, it was so bad that I had to wear the headgear with the metal. So, Will was putting on the camera headgear, putting on the headgear, and it's hurting my head. I'm going, ow. And I happened to look to the side of that was before my eyes. And I see Bobby, he always did this. Bobby always did this. And I remember him looking at me, and he was like, he said, like, I was 20 years old. I took it as an innocent. So, you know, I didn't take it anymore, but
He was feeling bad for it.
yeah, but it pissed me off. And when I seen him do that, I thought, so every day the future will never happen. But the second year, it was back and forth. And the third year, there was times when my trainer said, hey, you're taking me on body game, and I told him, you're taking it easy on me. And let me tell you something, you went to war every single day. And so, you know, most of my career was, when I had 5, it's a lot like that. You know, Rodney never took a step back. He did it out. You know, getting in the bomb, I'm still coming. You know, that's how he did it. You know, so you're proud of what you hang around with, you know. And that's what he has to do. You know, so that's how it became here.
Okay. All right, pause.
I had a been pause. Y'all was not in the frame the entire time, but that's okay. I caught it on this.
Okay, so basically now we just need a little bit of footage that you just, you know, do it, work in the bag or however you do it, just a little bit of that.
One of the footage we train these people?
Yeah.
I train them better.
If they don't mind.
I'm too old.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
They don't mind.
No.
It's going up on YouTube.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Do you want to?
As a matter of fact, say a little correct.
Yeah.
That's my G Olympic champion.
Was that right?
Her first fight was for the G Olympics, and she won. Yeah. We believe her. And she's what? She's what's that word? G Olympics Huh? No, no. Sounds easy. Just the way you are. They don't get you I explained to her. They find
Oh, really?
I like to approach it. Her mom, and she was sidestepping on people. She was doing all kinds of protecting for the people. And people trip because they don't know how to do it. But she was.
Mic off.
Okay, it's still live though.
Okay. It's not.
It's not live,
my
but it's still going.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now let's get started. Are you doing what you do? I'm gonna use. I don't think we need the mic for that.
Because it's like
Yeah, that's all. All right.
you like it.
All right.
No. Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mine.
I'm hoping that's
All right. So honestly, I'm not even gonna just screen it. I'm not gonna be fine.